Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Folks, I tell Josh this every time. Racing Affordable Cleaning, number 58, Wild Child Racing Chassis. It'll be Tiffany Welch out of Shreveport in the 58. So we're ready to go and drop the hammer. Austin Wilkins behind the lens for RaceOnTexas.com. It's going to be fun tonight. 2 rounds of passing point heats, and you had better brought your gun because everybody else is certainly going to be ready to put them up and fight this weekend. And we got one already slipping over the top of 1 and 2, and he went for a slide like a kid at the water park. Folks, if you're having any issues on Race on Texas for any reason, you just may need to refresh your browser at times. Just dropped everything as we're going at it for the race lead. Just dropped everything I had in my lap. Just had a few folks message me. I'm not sure. A lot of times you just need to refresh your feed if you haven't already done so. But if you hear me, then I'm sure you have, as we'll get another caution. And we'll rack them and stack them and turn this party back loose again with just a few laps scored of this 10-lap affair passing point system implemented here tonight at the Hill. We're backing away and under the gun as they hustle off into 1 and 2. Here comes trouble. Sean Graham on the restart. He'll go way up top. And come on, fellas. Corral these cars. We got some stick out here, but Graham just bobbled and he may have broke. Not sure. Graham lost wholesale, and Tiffany Welch is from dead last to 4th. Welch dead last to 4th. Oh, my goodness. Tiffany taking advantage of everything that she's been given here and picking them up and putting them down. You got to put yourself in position, and the lady out of Shreveport has done that right now to this juncture. As up front, we got a battle shaping up for the race lead as we roll into turn number 3. Track is very, very treacherous right now and slick, and you don't want to end up down to the infield. It is sloppy right now. Like they say on... Oh, and Steve Grant's got in there a little hot and heavy, but he got a big run, though, off the exit of corner number 2 down to the inside of the 88 for second. Hello, Jesse Mazzell. How are you doing? Grants will try to grab the second spot. 88 won't grant it to him. As off of turn number 4, he'll try it one more time. If we get down into 1 and 2, he'll stay hustling down to his inside. Steve Grant slides it down again. Hello, baby, how you doing? And Jesse Mazzell, he'll have nothing. Nathan for him as they roll off of 2. As Steve Grant will now set his sights on the race lead. It's Brandon Williams all the time out front, marching to the beat of his own drum as he rolls off of turn number 4 down the front boulevard, halfway into this 10-lap affair. 5 scored, 5 laps to go. And your first King of the Hill factory stock heat race of the night presented by Granger Equipment Company. For all your forestry construction needs, Granger Equipment Company, located off I-20 in Ruston, Louisiana, our proud presenting corporate sponsor for the factory stocks at Boothill in 2020. They'll get you hooked up and straightened out. So we hustle back off into 1. Grant's undoubtedly, I believe he has it. He's passing the eyeball test, has the best car on the racetrack. Let me get my race monitor up and we'll see what those times are going to indicate. But I'm telling you, he's passing the test. Show us what you got. So Brandon Williams has not made as many laps here as Grants has. Steve Grants had relocated back to Corpus Christi. Of course, Steve is from that area, moved back down there. Ran into Steve this March down there for the South Texas Shootout and led quite a few laps in the factory stock main event before suffering a heartbreak. And we'll get 2 laps to go to see if Steve Grants can snatch one here from the 2X of Brandon Williams late. And here he comes for the race lead. Yeah, baby, it's heating up as we got a photo finish in the first heat race of the night at our most recent events, Protoconing Weekly Racing Series Factory Stock Heat Race. The opening of the night was won by Cody White, who just went off on that toe chain. And the white flag comes out. We'll see if Grants can pull a rabbit out of the proverbial hat. They roll off into 1. Here comes Steve Grants. He's slinging that baby off into 1. And Brandon Williams is up to the challenge and put the foot to the firewall as they roll down the back straightaway, door-to-door for the race lead. Through 3 and 4 for the final time, you're going to have a photo finish. What more do you want, race fans? Drag racing to the line. Crossing underneath Steve Grants. Steals it coming to the checkers. Yeah, boy. And the race is held up for just a few moments, so we got them re-racked and stacked. Heat race number 2 of the night. Heat 2, taken to the green flag, putting his foot to the firewall is Tubbs. He'll take the green in 1T. Tubbs got a nice start, a healthy start. He'll hustle off into 1 with the race lead. He'll roll right to the middle of the racetrack, and they go 3 wide here off of the exit of 2. And the sandwich is Stoney Dubois. Stoney off of turn number 4. Oh boy, Princeton's Paul Lopez just fit the gap. And that right there is what you'll see with these guys race for $10,000 this weekend. There'll be a lot less give and take. And you'll take and put your car in spots you may not typically put it, because you got to get everything you can get at any given time. When an opportunity is shown, you got to take it when it's given. And the 5 of Lopez did just that. Tip my hat to Lopez. He took advantage. He goes to 4th now. Lopez from the final row from 9th up to 4th. And I'll keep your eyes on that Twin City Towing sponsored laser chassis number 5. As here comes Lopez. He tries to snag 3rd. He's got it. He'll throw another one into the hip pocket, and he's licking his chops. He wants more. Lopez wants more. He'll smell blood in the water. He'll roll to the inside of the number 1 of Dubois for 2nd. All the while way up front by his lonesome, the 1T of Richard Tubbs. Tubbs a feature winner last season at the Showtime Speedway in Manny, Louisiana, as he's trying to score his first one ever at the Greenwood Oval tonight, or this weekend. They're door-to-door for 2nd. Dubois up to the challenge in that PTS Power number 1 car. But Lopez, sit down and take me a seat. Lopez will relegate him to 3rd. Paul Lopez up on the wheel in that laser chassis, rolls to 2nd now. Lopez off of turn number 4, the Princeton, Louisiana native, has been really good this season, and his minimal amount of factory stock starts as Lopez hustles off into 1. But all by his lonesome out front, minding his own business. In his own zip code right now is the 1T of Tubbs. So right now, getting a look in here on RaceOnTexas.com Speed Pass and the Boothill Speedway for the 6th running of the King of Boothill. As we just watched the 5 of Paul Lopez march his way up to the 2nd spot from 9th. In the previous heat race on our first one to open up the action tonight, Steve Grants came from 4th and stole one by about a car length, coming to the checkered flag, and a near photo finish, but a thriller by Steve Grants as he kept pitching his car into the corners and got every ounce of everything that car had. And Steve Grants has showed that he's racing for $10,000 this weekend, left nothing on the table, and takes heat race number 1 victory. And rolling through 3 and off of 4, this time by to the checkered flag. He'll get a face full of it by flagman Keith Parker. The 1T of Richard Tubbs dominates it by nearly an entire straightaway in the 1T. 9th to 2nd, coming to the line now on the ABC Auto Parts flag stand. The 5 of Princeton, Louisiana's Paul Lopez. Third, we go to the PTS part number 1 out of Robeline, Louisiana, Stony Dubois. And Jake Gentry with a solid top 4 performance. 3 stocks presented by Granger Equipment Company on the Speedway here at the Boothill Speedway, the oldest operating dirt oval in the state of Louisiana since 1973. Appreciate all of you folks getting the live look in here on RaceOnTexas.com Facebook page. Hope you'll join us for the rest of this program as $10,000 hangs in the balance as we get ready to go. And our third factory heat, as 139 of them have checked in the race here this weekend. Again, for $10,000 on no entry fee for $500 to start. And we'll sling them off into 1 and 2 on the start of heat number 3. Jumping out to the race lead, but the whole shot's going to be the driver of the number 55M Laser chassis for Joe Best Motorsports. And the Twin City Towing Lexus sponsored John Harvey Toyota, Kiss Country 93.7 FM, Highway 98.9 Rock, 11:30 a.m. The Tiger, number 55M from Bossier City, Cody Myers. Myers leads the 9 of John Parker Jr., your winner last Saturday night, the Dirt on the Rev, in Monroe, Louisiana, presented by Dylan Scott, as he had a bad, fast race car. And we'll see if he's got something for Myers. Your only repeat winner this season at the Boothill Speedway has got company in the form of the 9. John Parker Jr. Once he got out front last weekend at the Red Boy, he set sail and he walked the dog. As Myers, again, your only repeat winner at Boothill this season, he's going to shoo off and try to hold back the advances of the number 9 of John Parker Jr. Parker's feeling it. He'll roll down to the inside for the race lead. Getting the door slammed shut on his toes that time. The 9 of Parker by the 55M of Myers. Myers still leads. Parker has not raced here as often as the driver of the 55M. Certainly over the last several years, but particularly this year as well. So off of 4. Here comes Parker again. To the inside, not able to get the job done. The harder they get the battle. And here comes Minden's Kyle Cummings. The driver who won the very first ever super late model race at Arklatex Speedway in May of 2007 for what it's worth. And who won the first night back on July the 11th at the Dirt on the Rev. Didn't have the fastest car that night, but Kyle Cummings, a great race car driver, the son of the 1998 Southern United Professional Racing Series late model champion, who he lost to ALS in 2011, Rusty Cummings. 2 of the nicest gentlemen you'll meet in Arklatex area racing. We miss Rusty. But Kyle making his pops proud from heaven tonight as Kyle Cummings reeled in the top 2, about to be a trio battle for the race lead. Off of 4, down the boulevard. It is indicative these guys are racing for 10 grand tonight. They're not leaving a whole lot on the table. So the battle right now for the top spot is so good. I'll try to get to you and tell you the rest of the rundown here in a second. We got Parker back to the inside for the race lead. Parker to the inside. Contact for the top spot. No harm, no foul. That's what you'll get for 10 G's. Little less give and take. He's trying to rattle his cage. He's been there. He's not going to the back door again. Here comes Parker. Cody Myers making his car wider at this juncture than a triple wide trailer. They hustle off into 3. Cummings licking his chops in 3rd. He'll go to the outside of the Boothill Speedway. Keith Parker shows them 2 laps to go. Oh, it's heating up. It's heating up into turn number 1. Kyle Cummings hustling. And another shot in the shorts to the 55M. Parker's got the quicker race car. There is zero doubt. The quickest time of this race with an 18.481 for John Parker Jr. And he is all over the tail tank. 1, 2, 3 right now, tighter than the top string on the Texas fiddle, rolling like a yo-yo with no string. Down to the inside of the 15G, Kyle Cummings says, you know what, I think I may even have a better car. May have a better car than John Parker. As the former Gil Larry-owned machine that fielded that hot rod for his son, Jeff, Chad Callender bought that car. As the checkers come out, Myers holds off Parker and wins it. He escaped it. The Performance Automotive Transmission Center 27G Laser Chassis of Shreveport's Joshua Greenwald. And the Hitman Designs 27G starts 4th. Philip Seals from Shepherd in the 193. Jody Prince in the 11R. Jody Prince from a late model ace out of Sibley in the 11R. And this one, Drake Graham from Cleveland in the 34 starts inside of 4. The Marshall Missile, Derek Grigsby, and the caution flag will come right back out. So that'll be able to give me an opportunity to reset. Great job right now. So Derek Grigsby again starts outside of 4. He finished 2nd driving this car for Mike Nelson in that laser race car. Grigsby right through the heavy heart this weekend. His father, Wes Grigsby, just diagnosed with bladder cancer a couple of weeks ago. And I'm not sure Grigsby's car did not get up and fire. Oh, boy. Wow, that was a nice evasive move by Phil Dixon there at the tail to avoid that disaster. That got Western there for a moment. So Jacob Wilburn from Highlands came from 25th to 4th in the 2018 running here at Boot Hill in the 10,000 win main event. He's back there at the till, swinging it high, wide, and handsome, way up top where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon. Keep your eyes on the 66 car. But last night's overall top qualifier here at Boot Hill in time trials Dalton Faulkner leads. If you want to see it, that's fine. I'll go outside. And I've got these right here. If you want I got these two. If you want to help it. So we're having some issues with the press box up here. Where am I able to see out of? It's getting a little bit better here, but there's 12 years I've been behind the mic where we've never had it fog up here for what it's worth. The ladies are having a hard time seeing the cars, and it is certainly not a clear view over here if you're looking left. So just kind of set the scene for you guys from where we're sitting. Let us know where you're sitting at. If you're chilling on the lazy boy at the house watching on Race on Texas, let us know how you're enjoying the racing action tonight, and we'll give you a shout out. So rolling off of 4 this time, the halfway in and halfway to go. 5 in, 5 laps to go for the 27 car, the 27-year-old out of Conroe, Texas. And that Knowles Performance Race Engine powered DAF chassis. As Dalton Faulkner out front in the number 27 car. If you read his demeanor last night in that interview, you just get a good sense from him of extreme confidence, and you will see what he's got the rest of this weekend. That's all I'll say about that for right now. As Philip Sills in the 193 has worked his way to second. Philip Sills in the 193 machine has worked his way to the bridesmaids honors in this one. So Sills from 5th to 2nd always runs well here at Boothill. Regular here week in and week out. 2-time winner here a year ago in the 2019 season. 27G of Joshua Greenwood. Finally had his car working seemingly to expectation last night. He sits 3rd right now over the 11R of Jody Prince. So as they roll down the front boulevard, down Main Street, strangely enough, Grigsby, who was so fast at our most recent Advanced Protocoating Weekly Racing Series event, he's mired there at the tail. You just got to think the car's not quite working the way he wants it to be right now. What happened? Oh, wow. Dalton Faulkner to the white flag. Lap traffic. I did not see it because that's what happens down here. Lap traffic trying to ruin Faulkner's night. And, boy, that is what pays dividends for having such a sizable lead. And, boy, that is a near disaster. Those are the kind of things you can't have happen if you want to win 10 grand. He'll come around this time to the checkered flag, escaping a disaster. Dalton Faulkner holds on and wins it. He'll thank the Lord for that one. He'll have to get to work on that car, though. It looks like he has some damage on it.
Me and him are full of hot air.
Well,
That's obvious because you cleaned out a window.
yeah. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I was talking extra hard.
Sit right there and talk up a whole bunch.
All right now.
Don't carry it to the extreme, huh?
Yeah, no, I don't care. So sorry I didn't get you the lineup there, folks. Hustling off into one. I'm just doing my job. Dylan Alasko, I call him the Flying Hawaiian, and he's got his hood flying into the Greenwood night. That could be a hazard. I'm not sure how long they'll be able to continue that. As the 41 car has got the sheet metal on the hood of that race car flapping up into the wind. And did it go back down? Yeah, the wind came off. But how about C.J. Howell? 16-year-old racer C.J. Howell out of Ball, Louisiana. Talk to C.J. this week, and we'll get the caution out. Deborah. So Cameron Furr right now is going to be your race leader. The youngster out of Gladewater, Texas, now 20 years old, rolls off the turn number 4 with the race lead of the 1-star. Built that car himself from the ground up with his own bare hands. As we'll hustle off into 1. As here comes the Flying Hawaiian Dylan Alasko. The Huffman Texan Dylan Alasko, as here comes a 16-year-old to his outside, going to thread the needle and walk through the threshold and forge his way through. 16-year-old C.J. Howell. Oh, boy, that got Western. Oh, my goodness. And around goes Howell. Got a shot. And everybody comes in, and we got a Walmart and a Target parking lot. Getting back underway here at Boothill. Appreciate I had to have a briefer break there. I had to catch my breath. No. We're back on our way, hustling off into one. Again, a heat race number 5. We've had quite a few cautions plague this one early. CJ Howell got a little bit of contact there from the 41 Alaska, collected quite a few good race cars as we're down to 5 remaining here. And a survival of the fittest heat race number 5 here, presented by Granger Equipment Company. As right now it continues to be the 1-star from Gladewater, Texas, the 20-year-old Cameron Furr leads the field as he rolls off a 2. Former Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship winner at the Hill. This track was a 3/8 mile. In the pure stock class, it's Billy Taylor in 10X sitting in second as they roll off a 4. Still continues to be the 1-star all the time here at the Hill tonight. Cameron Furr won here at Boothill when he was a beginner cruiser racer back in 2012. Feature winner this season at Buffalo Creek. Has a win at Lone Star Speedway last season as well. We'll see what he's got tonight. The battle for seconds heated up. Former pole sitter at the 5,000 win Cajun Classic at Arklatex. Back in the saddle here as of recent, the 808 out of Marshall. Logan Elwood working the wheel and working it well to the inside. Here he comes for second. Logan Elwood to the inside of the 10X of Billy Taylor. Taylor fights back on the outside, can't not get the job done. So Taylor, who's been really steady on the wheel here, and his return back to dirt track racing here the last month or so, won't be able to hold on. He'll get relegated to third. Taylor fades back to third as they roll into turn 3 and off of turn number 4, this time down the front boulevard as they head off into 1. It's still Cameron Furr all the time. So Cameron Furr out front minding his own business. White flag comes out for Gladewater, Texas racer to the 1-star, Cameron Furr. Cameron Furr will check his way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. He's already thrown the keys on the counter to the front desk, and he tells the hostess standing at the front of the Holiday Inn, "I'm gone." He'll take the victory in the 2-car, or the 1-star car. Cameron Furr takes the win in commanding fashion, dominates the field. TJ Evans on the pole of heat race number 6 tonight in round number 1. Evans out of Kilgore starts on pole in 2:15. Hustling their way off into 1 on the start. Look out, TJ Evans washed up the track. Here comes Glenn Lindsay going 3 wide. Oh, baby. Oh, don't get down there in the slick stuff. Lindsay down in the rumbly and stumblies. Down the rumbly stumblies goes the G25 of Lindsay. They roll off at turn number 4 down the boulevard into 1. Here comes Club 20 and Neil Kemp. Neil Kemp going to throw his hat in the ring and become a player. They work down into 1 and 2. 3 wide for second. Here comes Thad Royal. Thad Royal up on the wheel tonight. Rolling into turn number 3, Thad Royal. TJ Evans says, "No, sir. Sit down and take a seat." They roll off a 4 this time down underneath the boulevard. Parker clicks off another lap into this one, and Williams and Pork Chop get together. Tommy Williams Jr. and Pork Chop Chamberlain come together as they hustle off into 1, and Chop just goes around. It's a fisticuffs tonight. We're in Kilgore, Texas. So Chamberlain had 15 wins at Lone Star from 2013 to 2016. As the lights are going out, we're back underway. Oh boy, they're going to sell it off in deep and on restart into 1 and 2, and around goes the 6 of Alex Williams. A-Dub loops the car. Here comes Tommy Williams Jr. with a slide jump through turns 3 and 4. Neil Kemp, wow, that was a nice evasive move by Kemp in Club 20. How did he do it? Club 20 and Neil Kemp avoids a disaster, and you couldn't have slid the Holy Spirit between the right front and the left front of those other cars. As here comes TJ Evans in the 215. Here come the pair of triple digits. Thad Royal fights back. He's back up on the wheel. Rolls down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and the 07R. Here comes TJ Evans for the race lead. Off of turn number 4, TJ Evans up on a crossover off of 4. That's a nice move. Evans with a crossover down the front boulevard into 1. Yeah, baby. He'll throw a little bit of a people's elbow. How do you like me now? I like it. I love it. And I want some more of it. Alex Bates up on the wheel tonight in the 14X. Alex Bates up on the wheels. They roll into turn number 3. Here comes Club 20 and Neil Kemp. Still Neil trying to live up to his moniker here late and still won. 4 to go. It's a good one tonight. Donnybrook Bruin, maybe the most exciting one so far to this point. And heat number 6 of the night presented by Granger Equipment. 2-1 Evans faded back to 3rd early. He's walked back to the race lead trying to fend off the 14X of Bates. They hustle back off into 1. Here comes Club 20 with the stick and the dig and the Club 20 suspension. Neely's Service Center. Best engine built by Chuck Priestley rolling underneath the hood of that Outlaw chassis numbered Club 20. 2 laps to go this time by. Last month, these two settled a score. There were 352,000 people reaching on Facebook. And just now going 1 and 2, slide up in front of Bates. Is he going to do it again, folks, and live up to his moniker of Steel Neil? Lap traffic up in front, may impede the progress. Michael Turner, lap car up in front, and it's about to get hairier than Kerry. The white flag comes out by Keith Parker. Lap traffic, oh, God. It's getting wild. Oh, Neil Kemp's going to take advantage and go to the inside for the race lead. Hello, how you doing? Hello, and goodbye. Down the back straightaway in the turn number 3 for the final time. And he'll do it again, ladies and gentlemen. Steel Neil. Neil Kemp lives. Oh, he washed up the racetrack off of 4. Oh, my goodness. And that one gets slipped away right from the jaws of defeat. Out front with the lead right now, the 55 of Dubois. Right now, Dubois walking away with a race lead at this juncture. As they roll down off of 4, we'll see 5 in and 5 laps to go. This 10-lap affair. As they hustle down the boulevard into turn number 1 on the restart, the HM chassis. You got another one good brewing here with 2 laps to go. We're about to work this one down to the wire. We got a good one brewing as they hustle off into 1 and go down the back straightaway, heading off into 3 and 4. The white flag will be coming up this time by White flag will be coming out this time by Tyler Morgan. Has his nose into the mix here as they roll off a 4 to the white flag from Keith Parker. Dubois leads in 55. Final time on the turns 3 and 4. May we have a Donnybrook diving off the exit of 4. Comes to 0-2. He's got to run off a 4. Won't have enough. It's Winnigan, Chris Hennigan from Marshall, Texas. And the number 100 machine for Tommy Mercer, the Southern Roofing Outlaw chassis. It should be a pretty good one. Keep your eyes on the C16 of Hennigan. He had Whitehead driving that car at the most recent event. And we'll have JT Turner flank to his inside. We're underway for 10 more circuits and heat number 7 of the night. Oh boy, it got wild over there in 1 and 2. And everybody gonna keep it rolling, and one of them rolling down to the infield, and that won't work. Different, yeah, for sure. I wanted that perspective from you. Cody Meyer said this is different, not like anything he's raced on this year. I thought that'd be cool to get his perspective real quick and his take on it. He won his heat race. He was good enough to hold on to it as we roll off a 4 to the green flag. On the way, hustling off in the 1. D-Rock just went way up top when higher than Willie Nelson on a cross-country tour. Oh, my. Derek Daniel. And here comes Winnigan, Chris Hennigan from Marshall. Hennigan rolling up top. 7, I think. Here comes Winnigan, Chris Hennigan. He'll work the wheel and work it well. He's got both hands and both feet up on it. Ricky Burke Jr. splits them at the tail and goes up to the 7th spot in the turn number 3. Rolling off a 4. Here comes Chris Hennigan for the race lead. Hennigan trying to work the wheel and snatch one from the 12 of Pursley. And we've got Kendall Davis on the mic here at the Boothill Speedway. Kendall, C16's going for it. What do you got?
If you're drinking tonight, folks, be careful.
Chris Hennigan taking a stab for the race lead, trying to live up to his moniker. And here he comes for the race lead. At one of his home tracks, he'll split the gap and he'll walk right through, and he says hello and goodbye. And the caution flag may pay dividends for Pursley. He's raced late models. He's raced everything you could possibly race, and he's had success. But that's where Chris is most comfortable. But he's a madman no matter what. We'll see what he's got. As Pursley still leads in the K12 car, trying to hold on to it. We're back underway off a 4. As Derek Daniel just shot out of a cannon on the restart. Hello, Derek Daniel. Oh, my. Derek Daniel. And I'll tell you what, Derek Daniel wants it. How bad do you want it tonight? Derek Daniel up on the wheel tonight in the D28. I ain't seen Derek Daniel run this good at Boot Hill in quite some time because he hasn't raced but like 3 times in the last 4 years here. How about Derek Daniel tonight? D-Rock hustling. And we got one scattered around the tail, but no harm, no foul. We'll go back to the green, or hold on to the green as we hustle back off into 1. Continues to be the D28 of Derek Daniel leading. The K12 of Joe Pursley, the C16 of Winnigan, Chris Hennigan. JT Turner's risen to 4th. And Ricky Burke Jr. is up to 5th in Colt 45. Colt 45 of Ricky Burke Jr.'s rolled to 5th now, and we got him fanning out, going door to door for the race lead. Off of 4. Here comes Pursley for the race lead. Hello, how you doing? Oh, washed up with the front end. That time they're 3 wide for the race lead. Chris Hennigan smells blood in the water. He'll have to use his killer instinct. He'll go to the outside of the Boothill Speedway. This time they're door for the race lead off of turn number 4. It's heating up at Boothill. I like it. I think I love it. And I want some more of it. They hustle in the 1. JT Turner going to swing it all high, wide, and handsome. You got a dogfight at Boot Hill in heat race number 7 of the night. What more do you want, race fans? It's heating up. May lose my voice on this one. Turner just smacked the back straightaway wall, sending sparks into the Greenwood night sky. Off of 4, diving up off the exit comes Winnigan Hennigan. Oh, you got a good one brewing. You got a dogfight tonight in heat number 7 of the night at Boot Hill. What more do you want? They hustle off a 2 down the back straightaway. Ricky Burke Jr. going to throw his hat into the ring. Tim Higgins, you're a madman, Your Honor. As they roll into 3. D-Rock still in the mix. He sits 2nd, washes up. Here comes Hennigan to the white flag this time by. The white flag is out. The final quarter-mile trip to find out who's got the baddest hot rod, and he pushes up the racetrack, does personally. Won't hurt him any. Down on the back straightaway for the final time. He had himself some leeway as they were 3 wide, fanned out over the Boothill Speedway those last couple laps, and an awesome, exciting one. The 12 of Pursley holds off and wins it from the pole. Like y'all bear with me, folks, as not trying to take a break from the action. Just got all kind of stuff trying to take care of here real quick.
Also consider charging your train.
I don't see Peyton out there.
As the 17 sets the pace, you are responsible for keeping up with it.
Oh, it's getting western out here in this one, isn't it, folks? And the 3 wide, look out. Oh, my goodness, that was close. You couldn't have You couldn't have slid the Holy Spirit right there between the right front and the left rear. Hard to tell here through the fog, through the fogged up glass here. Boy, that got wild.
And that's part of earning
As they roll off a 2 right now down the back straightaway into turn number 3, it's Doc. Is Daryl Edwards, 3-time Speed Motor Speedway Pure Stock Track champion, and we'll get a caution back out on the racetrack. So Britt Riddle exits the racetrack here in the number 38. We'll continue on as we'll get the green flag back out here at the Boothill Speedway. And heat race number 10 of the night here in round number 1. And they're 3 wide. Look at Bubba Jones going to the outside of the racetrack. It's fogged up here like a scene from Titanic. As how about Dylan Adams? He's up on the wheel tonight. 36J, Dylan Adams earning that raffle and auction machine here. As here comes Ingles with a slide job in a 1 and 2. Jason Ingles with a slide job. How do you like me now? Dylan Adams may not like it too much, but he'll have to just sit down and take that seat right there in the 4th spot and obey the 81, who is commandingly taken over to 3rd, and he sets his sights now on the 1 car. Here comes Jason Ingles from the tail. Ingles setting himself up, shot for a nice run, and he'll throw another one. Hello, how you doing? One slider deserves another, as Ingles slides up to 2nd now. Jason Ingles up on the wheel tonight after coming home with a solid top 5 run in this event in 2018 and 19. Set quick time here in Paul Lopez's car a season ago, and his minimal amount of factory stock starts. Driving the car that Ricky Ingles has frequented the cockpit behind the wheel of, and went to victory lane on several occasions here at the Greenwood Oval the last couple years. As they roll off the 4 down the front boulevard, down Main Street, it's still Jason Gore, but it's just a matter of time before Ingles comes knocking on the door. Ingles is coming. He's passing the eyeball test. I'd imagine the transponder times will prove that he is the quickest car right now on the racetrack. See if we can't get a look here. As Ingles is rolling right through the center here off of turn number 4. He's able to pitch the car good into 1 to keep the speed. He doesn't scrub off much. He'll pitch it in much earlier, but he's able to get back on the gas. And then he makes a liar of me. The car did not roll that time through 1 and 2 the way it had the previous several laps. But Ingles still in hot pursuit to the tail tank of the Outlaw Chassis 721 car. Seagoville, Texas racer Jason Gore. We got 2 more laps to go to settle the score. 8 score, 2 to go in this 10-lap affair. Granger Equipment Company, the proud presenting sponsor of all the action here. Who gets to the ABC Auto Parts flag stand first in this one? ABC Auto Parts, your leading auto parts supplier here in the East Texas Shreveport area. And the proud corporate sponsor here presenting victory lane to the start-finish line. Who's going to get it to ABC Auto Parts victory lane here in heat number 10? It looks like it may be Jason Gore, but Ingles smelling it. He'll roll into turn number 3, trying to find a run. He'll find it. He'll come off of turn number 4. They'll drag race to the line. He'll come up a little bit short. Ingles comes home 2nd. Jason Gore led every single circuit, but Jason Ingles gave him hell.
Wait, so is that not his car no more? Like,
So back underway here at the heat race number 11 of the night. Right now it continues to be the 2-time 10th winner right here at the hill. Till someone comes and snatches his crown, he'll continue to be king for the time being. But the 92 driving Andrew Rossum's Outlaw Chassis this weekend, Justin Whitehead out front with the race lead. Dylan Adams, he just got 4th in that previous race. Dylan. Directions. Where you at, Allie J? So Whitehead's leading right now here at the Boothill Speedway in the 92, that outlaw race car, as they hustle off into turn number 3. Folks, I do apologize for the sporadic calls here at times. You can't do anything to stay on task. I guess you just start ignoring everyone that I'm talking about the complainers on Facebook. Please email support@raceontexas.com. I don't want anyone to take that the wrong way either. Specifically one over Monroe. I hope you know that was not anything indicated. It's just I'm trying to stay at the task, and I'll get back to the job here. There's a lot going on. We already can't see in the booth up here. Around for this youngster, his first time ever at the racetrack tonight. Well, at least we know y'all can hear over here. So anyway, I guess I've gotten spoiled with that Bose sound system over there, but we might need to upgrade this thing over here because I don't know if any of you are awake. Two laps to go in this one as they hustle back off into one on the restart. Hey, Ashley, as they go into one, it's going to be the 92 of Andrew Rawson with the lead.
Hi.
Hey. No harm, no foul. White flag comes out. Final quarter mile trip into one. It's going to be awesome Andrew, driving Andrew Rawson's 92 is Justin Whitehead, the two-time $10,000 King of the Hill. Rocky's rolled his way to 4th, and Anacoco, Louisiana's Dwayne Raines is up to 5th in the 7. The McNorton dewatering number 47 of Michael Downey hunts down Tom Earl III as they roll off before the checkered flag. Working down to the final couple in the first round. Promos, go ahead and get it on your mind. Promos, go ahead and get it on your mind. You're coming up here soon, and we got them rolling. Daniel Lamphere pushes up the racetrack like a dump truck. Oh boy, it's getting wild. Hodges around the hub of the racetrack, and the number 28 car holds on to the wheel, and we're rolling off into 3 on the start of this one, and it's getting western. Oh, and around goes the 28 of Colin Hodges. Oh my. And that is Heartbreak Hotel kind of stuff there. And we'll get a caution now. See good up here, can we?
But you didn't see for that one.
Yeah, you can see through that one.
I know what one it is, so I just...
Okay.
So back away here, factory stock heat number 13 of the night. Oh, and here comes Lee Patton, and one of them looping it right in front, and Colin Hodges cannot catch a break in this race. And Josh Dollar, your reigning track champion, will come around, and we'll get another caution back out. It bees like that some days.
Band's got a lot of power.
Re-racked and stacked on the restart and heat race. We're in our dozen. We're in the 12th heat of the night. They're 3 wide for the race leads. They roll off a 2. Daniel Lamphere, the Oklahoma racer, holds it into turn number 3, but he gets flanked to his outside and loses the top spot, but he pushes and wow. It's hard to look up here from my vantage point there for a split second. May have to head back downstairs here. We got more carnage into 1 and 2. Pro Mod drivers, I need you to be headed to the staging area for your heat race action. Pro Mods to the staging area for... It's okay to reiterate your thoughts. We certainly have a 4-year-old figure it out, right? Alrighty. Green flag's coming back out. What time is it? Say go.
The time is go.
Go! That's it, baby. We're back underway off of turn number 4 down the boulevard. They'll head off into 1 on the restart here at the Boothill Speedway. Rolling off into turns 1 and 2. The Patriot Racing number 13 car just acquired this Outlaw chassis, and they're 3 wide back here for 6th, or 5th rather. Man, I got to get back outside. I can't see nothing. As Colin Hodges has somehow, someway prevailed after the carnage he's been involved in and these first couple of cautions in this heat race. And he sits 3rd right now, and he's going to work on 2nd in car number 13 of Jeff Hammett. I would say the new nickname that I have prepared here for, of course, they just have to come natural, the 13 of Hammett, but I can't say it because my nephew's sitting up here. But hot, it's Jeff Hammett. And he rolls into 1. He's got a heater cooking in the number 13 car. Just acquired that machine. I was about to mention it a few moments ago from Brendan Brown, former Texarkana track champ. As right now, he's got the wheel up, both hands and both feet up on the wheel of that number 13 Outlaw chassis with the best engine underneath the hood, supplying the, we got maybe, I don't know, but it's still pretty respectable to mention that 100 of them could win it. We were separated last night in time trials by literal, like, tenths. I'm not sure that we were even a whole second off on the times from start to tail. Say back underway.
We are back underway.
We're back underway as they work down the back straightaway into turn number 3. As Colin Hodges just lost it. No, my goodness. And Daugherty had nowhere to go. That dude, I mean. So we're backing away at Boot Hill and factory stock heat race number 13 of the night here at the Speedway. Down into 1 and 2 on the restart of this one. Ryan Harris out of Crosby, Texas, out front with the race lead. Rhino Harris leading down into turns 3 and 4 on the restart here. And heat number 13 of the night, presented by Greenwood Equipment Company. Brian Cook right now the fastest car on the racetrack on the 100 plus. He's going to throw his hat into the ring here, become a player, the Florine, Louisiana driver. Best lap of this race in this one. 18.495. An 18.495 for the 100 plus. And right now he has got it digging around the Speedway. As they go off into 1, Rhino Harris out of Crosby still leads as they hustle off into 2. Here comes Brian. Brian Cook cooking it right now as they roll off into turns 3 and 4. It's hitting up for the top spot. Top 3 cars right now turning on the top string on the Texas Fiddles. They roll off at turn number 4. Austin, I'm trying to get my head back in the game. I've had more people sending me messages talking about this and this and this. Please email support@raceontexas.com. But I've had many other folks message me and say that the feed is flawless. I can't tend to it. I got to work and get the job of the task at hand. I think sometimes you got to reset and refresh your internet browser. That's part of it. It's technology. We're good and gold on our end. We're running about 50 megabytes per second, about 15 upload. I think we're good over on this way. And to turn 3. It's going to be the 199 of Crosby, Texas racer. Rhino Harris trying to hold on to the race lead as they hustle down the front boulevard back into 1. It'll be 1.5 laps to go when they meet the midpoint of the back straightaway this next time by. At the midpoint. Oh, washing up the racetrack. That time opens up the door again for 100 plus. He just cannot walk through the door that's being left open for the taking. Won't be able to walk through it. Trick-or-treaters are here again on the 100 plus. They'll come in the form of Brian Cook, and he'll roll a little bit of slight kiss of contact. A little bit of right side romance. They hustle off in 1. He'll sling it off in there in the 1 and 2 this time. Oh, and that's a diamond and a diamond cutter off the exit of 2. I've ever seen one. Really give him the DDT again. As the 100 plus of Cook feeling himself, but he may come out and run out of time. Drag race it to the line, taking the victory with the 199 of Rhino Harris. He holds off and wins it. Larry Laxton should be in this one as well, and Johnny Garland in the number 415, Blaine Nolan in the B1, Ronald Rollo Pilkington starts up front. We'll see what happens in this one as we're ready to go. The 14th and final factory stock heat of round number 1. We're underway off of turn number 4. Cleveland, Texas racer with the 83 of Calvin Tucker. Tucker gonna roll and try to sucker the 22, but Pilkington says nope, not gonna happen. He'll roll down the back straightaway in the 3 and 4 with a race lead. 83 of Calvin Tucker holding on to the wheel here. He won the non-qualifier event here at our first 2015 running of the King of the Hill. And we'll see if he's got something for 10 G's this weekend. If he can run down and hunt down and pass the double deuce of Pilkington, which he very well may do right here. Hello, Rollo, how you doing? Speaking on behalf of the 83 of Calvin Tucker. Tucker now going to go to the top shelf for the racetrack. He'll diamond air off the exit. Here comes Calvin Tucker for the race lead. Calvin Tucker to the inside. Down the boulevard, they'll go door handle to door handle in the 1. They came on racing number 83, the Cleveland, Texas racer, Calvin Tucker. And they roll off a 2. They're still side by side for the race lead. At the midpoint, they're still side by side. One of the best that ever do it here in the factory stocks in the Arklatex. Former Armadillo Nationals winner, former Cajun Classic winner, and factory stock 50 winner. Down the straight, or Longhorn Classic winner. Ronald Pilkington from Marshall is going to roll into 1. Washes up the racetrack trying to keep that car straight as an arrow. As you got a good one in a dogfight brewing, and all of a sudden Vic Case is throwing his hat officially into the ring. Hello. He's rolling the top 2 to him. Vic Case has got something digging right around the hub of the racetrack. Forward power coming to life. Here comes the Blue Oval into 1. Victor, here he comes, the Calhoun, Louisiana racer, the son of Scotty. He's digging the night on a Friday night. We got a little bit of a cool front coming in, boy. I tell you what, Austin, it don't feel too bad out here now. You can't complain or shake a stick at what we got tonight. Thank you a little bit to the rain, and we got a hell of a racetrack too. We'll take what we got. Like to see a better crowd on hand, and maybe more of a lively crowd, as I think some of these folks are not breathing tonight. Or the speakers are just terrible. But I digress. Off of turn number 4, down the boulevard into 1. The Rev has me spoiled with that Bose sound system. I digress again. Into 1. And the 22 of Ronald Pickney still continues to hold on to the race lead. After the 83 of Tucker gave him hell for it for several circuits, just wasn't able to get the job done in sidestepping. So Rollo continues to relegate Calvin Tucker, who holds on to second, as Vic Case, who appeared that he was running down those two cars, sits in the 30 spot. Laxton with his hands full with the Saints Ford, sponsor number 4 of JT Garland. One and a half laps to go that last time. The white flag will be coming out this time by. Who's it going to be? As Garland's got to run again on 4th. We're looking here at the top spot. Tucker has gotten back in the zone. He's got the T clenched and he's got the hands of both feet up all the way. Here comes Calvin Tucker on the final lap. Well, he found something. He had to get out of the throttle a little bit, but he found some stick and he found some dig there. Final time in the turns 3 and 4. He'll try to dime it off the 4. He's going to have to forge his way by. He's got to run coming to the line, but it won't be enough. Ronald Pickton holds him off and wins it in double deuce. Of cautions. The Gentle Giant Jason Beasley, who is going to do some crate late model racing going forward. We'll see him again here tomorrow night doing double duty this weekend. So ready to drop the hammer. 7 cars going 8 laps in distance. Your first pro mod heat of the night here at the Boothill Speedway. We're underway off of 4. Jeffrey Boucher has jumped out front for the race lead in the Larry Shaw number 4. Won here last month, got his first trip to victory lane in quite some time here at the racetrack. And he was pretty fired up and happy to get the monkey off his back, as many of his race fans were as well. As he stroll down the boulevard, it's Boucher leading the conceding in air. Trey Maxwell trucking number 4 car. We got one at the bottom of turn number 2. And we'll get more carnage as we got the caution back out on the racetrack. I do appear. Look out. Oh my goodness. Jeffrey Boucher out of Sarepta, Louisiana, ready to put his foot through the firewall and get the party restarted in car number 4. Jason Beasley will stick a fork in him in the number 16. He's done. Come on, fellas. And the caution is back out. Just so you know, all you folks sitting on the couch watching Race on Texas, what I'm doing right now, I'm getting me a good old bite of one of these Frito pies that Miss Lindsay has prepared for me, Miss Terry Lindsay. Anytime you come here to Boothill Speedway, you better go see my girl, Miss Terry Lindsay, and you say Zach sent me to get that Frito pie with extra peppers. And you can thank her for getting me off the mic for just a few moments because I got to get ready to go for round 2, and these peppers are hot enough to put a fire in me to get ready to go for round 2. Yeah, heartburn coming city here in Greenwood tonight. All right, we're going to breathe some fire here. Just wanted to give you guys an update. I didn't fall asleep on you, but we got a lot of racing to go yet. And at some point, I got to take a break. I hate that it has to fall right now with these guys, but hope y'all get it. We'll be back. We'll be back full throttle Marcus Cottle in a minute. I'm going up. Underway, 10 laps the distance. We'll get you that full lineup here in just a moment. Thank you for your patience. I'll get it to you. Hustling. number 2. And I'll spend a little bit of time with my nephew as well. I ain't seen him in a couple of months, so for what it's worth, we're ready to go here at round number 2. Heat number 1 is getting back underway with 6 laps to go as Johnny Garland in the 415 and Jody Prince out front leading them right now under the green flag. They're rolling back off into 1 on the restart. The 4. Oh, and Logan Elwood got turned right in front of the field. Logan Elwood turned, and we roll down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, and off of turn number 4, they're going to get the yellow back out. The Saints Ford number 4 machine going to lead us back to the green flag. Garland was good here last year. As we're going to get ready to get it back under the gun off of turn number 4, Garland will put his foot to the firewall. Here we go. Working off of turn number 2 and heading down the back straightaway here. And he won around number 2. Frito pie with jalapenos is a bad choice. Heartburn City down the boulevard they come. Jody Prince trying to give the force of heartburn here and still is trying to steal his soul here late. Garland says no. Garland will continue to work the wheel into turn number 3, but JP, Jody Prince, JJ Motorsports driver in hot pursuit. Here he comes for the race lead. They roll down the front straightaway into turn number 1. 2 laps to go to settle the score. 2 more trips around to settle the score, and Jody Prince has got himself a hot rod here late. As they work off of 2 and now on the back straightaway to turn number 3. Can Jody pull a rabbit out of the proverbial hat here? The white will be coming out. Jody Prince throws a Hail Mary. He'll come up a little bit short this time as they roll into the green or checkered flag. The 4 of Garland holds him off. The People's Dirt Track champion Glenn Lindsay and the G25 and outside will be Dalton DuBois in 55. So we're ready to go for him once again here at the Boothill Speedway. Heat 2 in round 2. We're underway off of turn number 4. Wide for the race leaders. They hit the midpoint of the back straightaway. Got 1 to the back straightaway while they're still trying to go 3 wide. And Chamberlain fades outside of that battle as he tries to fit it back and get in the gap again. Can't get the job done. As Case just, oh boy, that got close. I think they made him a little bit of slight kiss of contact, a little bit of right side romance, and Blayton just washed up out of the group. Chamberlain's going to go back by the second, only temporarily. At the 15G of Kyle Cummings trying to drive it deep off into the corner. Side by side for second. Off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, they head off into turn number 1. It's heating up at the Speedway tonight. And heat number 2 and round number 2, $10,000 still hangs in the balance. Every position going to be so valuable here for how you're going to sit up and start tomorrow night in the qualifier here at the Hill. As they roll off of turn number 4, down the boulevard into turn number 1. It's Vic Case all the time. So into turn number 3. Going to be the number C7 of Vic Case, still leading the 15G of Jeff, I almost said Jeff Larry. Kyle Cummings. Cummings driving that former car for Jeff Larry. Fielded by Gil Larry. And now owned by Chad Callender. Wait until the race is over. I got my hands full tonight at times, but happy to have it anyway. I miss my nephew, but he can be a handful. He's come up to the booth with me a few times. He says, Zach, can we go back to the office? I said, no, it's too fogged up in there. I can't see. For what it's worth. We're up here on the platform with Austin right now. He's getting a good look here. So I think Kyle Cummings may have the better hot rod right here of the bunch as they work down on the final few laps of this one. We'll see. Cummings is coming. Does Kyle Cummings have the right stuff? Working down the boulevard back into turn number 1. Race is over. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3. Oh, wow. Lap traffic about to possibly impede the progress for the C7 occasion. The caution flag comes out. Vic Case trying to hold on here with just the checkered flag coming out this time for Vic Case, your winner. Dwayne Raines leads here, the Anacoco, Louisiana racer. He heads down the back straight of the multi-time Boothill Speedway champion. Here comes Sean Graham for second. Graham going to work the wheel and work it well to the inside and try to grab second. Here he comes. Slide job for Graham. Oh, boy. That got close. You couldn't have slid the Holy Spirit there between them. That was a close one and a close call there for trouble. As Graham took the taking and walked right to the threshold that he was given. He'll go to the bridesmaid and set his sights now on Anacoco, Louisiana's Dwayne Raines. Graham has got it rolling in round number 2. Hardship in round 1, but the Triple X is rolling now. Got it digging around the hub of the racetrack as they roll off into 1. Here comes Josh Greenwood. Greenwood in 27. Josh Greenwood in 27 working the outside of the racetrack. Randy Cox around the hub. You got a bad, fast Boothill Speedway. Here comes trouble for the race lead. Sean Graham for the race lead. Going to work down to the inside, and he'll wash up there off the exit. Dwayne Raines felt the pressure. He'll turn up the wick a little bit. Dwayne Raines turns up the wick just a tad bit as they roll back into 1. Graham going to test the outside waters of the racetrack, and oh boy, that was close. The 27 of Greenwood slid into 1 and 2, nearly made contact with the 45R Cox. Graham going to test the outside, held diamond out the exit, put the pressure on Dwayne Raines. 4, 5 in, 5 laps to go. And here comes the hitman, Sean Graham for the race lead. Hitman Sean Graham for the race lead. He'll slide up, make a little bit of slight kiss of contact, a little bit of right side romance. A little bit of right side romance for Sean Graham with the left front nose of the 7L of Dwayne Raines. He'll take it and get what he got. And he'll hustle off into 1, now separating himself over the field with Dwayne Raines as he hustles off into 1. Graham now stretching it out on him. The battle for third is a good one. The battle for third is a good one with the 45R of Randy Cox and the 27G of Joshua Greenwood. Here, Greenwood gave him a major shot in the shorts. Greenwood smoked the tail tank of the 45R Cox that time. Cox got a major shot in the shorts. As we're about to find out if Greenwood runs out of patience. He'll try the inside. Cox just too strong. Making his car wider than a triple wide trailer right now. He gives him another shot in the shorts. It's just any amount of time before the 45R slams the brakes on him. Oh my. 2 to go. And this is the best battle right now on the racetrack. It's for third. Best battle for third. They hustle off into 1. Randy Cox with 1.5 laps to go as they meet the midpoint. And Josh Greenwood just lost a lot of steam on the racetrack as they go off for 4. Triple X to the white flag. He's dominating it. Almost an entire straightaway since he jumped up front to the race lead. So off of 2, down the back straightaway for the driver of the Hitman Designs, W&W Timber. Triple X Rocket. And the WCH powered 41 shocks by Earl Baxter, number Triple X from Shreveport. Trouble Sean Graham dominates in Triple X. Second goes to the Anacoco racer, Dwayne Raines, holding off the charge of the 27 of Greenwood is the 45R Cox. I'll tell you what, Josh Greenwood. How about a little bit of three-wide action on the start of this one? Rolling down to the inside comes Josh Daughter, your running track champion. They go through like Kelly Lucky on the outside. Lucky got his wife Whitney in the house tonight watching on, looking, and he'll take the lead at the line. Hello, Kelly Lucky. Hollywood to the race lead in 14. Kelly Lucky to the race lead, and they roll off a 2 down the back straightaway here. It's a log jam right now as they roll off the exit of turn number 2. For all your life insurance needs, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Sponsor number 14, Whitney Lucky, the proud wife of that entry as they hustle off into 1. 14 of Lucky, starting to separate themselves. They hustle off the exit of 2. Dalton Faulkner in this one. Gonna try to work his way to the front. He'll step to the outside of the 1 car. Daryl Edwards into turn number 3, trying to take over 5th as they roll off of 4, this time by at the line. 14 of Lucky continues the lead. Lucky leads the 3 of Eric Frazier. Last time by at 18.758 for Kelly Lucky. At 18.758 for Kelly Lucky. Off of turn number 4. Faulkner's coming. Faulkner's coming to the front. His best lap time at 18.910 is off of 4 down the boulevard. Eric Frazier just got out of the groove. And oh my goodness, the one of DuBois just drove it into downtown Blanchard Fur Road, and he ain't liking it too much. Frazier don't like it too much. He's about to serve him papers. Oh my goodness. He ain't got him yet. So we got 20, that's Donald Kane trying to race some Kane here. Donald Kane trying to race some of his last name off of, and he's gonna get him right here. It's getting close. It's getting hairy out here, folks. Oh, and DuBois got a little bit right in front of him. Lost it right in front. Well, that got pretty western there for a minute, but Kelly Lucky is set sail on this one in car number 14. The battle for third is a good one. As Daughters prevail to grab second. Donald Kane, a pair of 27s. The pair of 27s going to hustle off into 1. Here comes Dalton Faulkner to the outside. Dalton Faulkner to the outside of the racetrack. He's gone to third now, and Frazier comes up limping on the front straightaway. Frazier comes up limping on the front straightaway. The 27 of Faulkner has got it rolling tonight, baby. Off of 4. Down the boulevard into turn number 1. Faulkner has got it. Digging around the Boothill Speedway. There's zero doubt about it that he has got maybe the best hot rod of the bunch so far. He has come from last again in this one, and he's worked his way up to third. The white flag will come out as we are not going to get the caution for Frazier, and he wanted one badly, but he will not get it served. As they roll off the 2 down the back straightaway in the 3 and 4 for the final time. For the final time, the driver of the Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Whitney Lucky, Cody Main Motorsports, Laser Chassis number 14, Hollywood, Kelly Lucky, your winner in 14. Second goes to Josh Daughtery in 34 Junior. Well, I think Dalton Faulkner may have very well the Boone Racing Power number 1 star. We'll see what Cameron's got here from the tail. He won his first round, I believe. So we're ready to tighten them up and go at it again for 10 laps in distance. Passing points at a premium. And round number 2 tonight. We're underway off of 4 here at the hill. Underway. The Hazlitt Texas racer, they're going to go 3 wide as the 100 plus was digging around the bottom. A little bit of slight kiss of contact, a little bit of romance of the wrong kind there. Into turn number 3. Up top and off of turn number 4. Trying to get something rolling up top shelf. Had to check up on the binders as the Nana Sugar or John Parker. Parker had to check the throttle there as he had to run off the exit of turn number 4. Here comes Cook. He'll roll down to the inside. And one thing about Brian Cook, he ain't scared to ruffle a few feathers as he's ruffled a few last year down in Manny. Tonight for $10,000, this is where you got to get what you can get. Off of turn number 4. John Parker Jr. has got something working right around the hub. As they roll into turn number 3, the top 4 right now tighter than the top string on the Texas Fiddle. Off of 4. Timothy Holt leads in 42. Holt leads as the McLeod Texas racer continues to roll into 1 and 2, the 1 spot 2 hole. Right now the 47 of Tom Earl III. As they roll into turn number 3. It's heating up at Boothill. Top 4 cars underneath the blanket right now. Throw them underneath Grandma's quilt. They come off of 4 down the boulevard back into 1. Holt 42 and 47 looking to decide it as the 100 plus will throw his hat back into the ring. Here comes Earl for the race lead. Not really good there off the exit of 2. Slows down a little bit, opens up the door for the 100 plus to get another run. As Brian Cook's got something right around the low. You couldn't go any lower than a Mudcat in the Red River right now where the 100 plus is occupied. As he continues to roll the bottom. Back into turn number 1. It's working for him. As right now wider, making his car wide, he's smooth. Just smooth right to the center. It's Timothy Holt from McLeod, Texas. Holt still leads here at the hill tonight. Not a bad return to racing here the last couple of weeks for Timothy Holt. Here comes John Parker III. Wow, that's a power move if I've seen one all night long. And will he find it again? Here comes John Parker III, or John Parker Jr. in the night. Wow, and he diamonds off the exit of 4. That was a power move. Will he get the run that he's looking for here in the 1? He'll tuck in line. He'll go down to the hub of the racetrack, and he will forge his way by off the 2 down the back straightaway. He'll try to. John Parker has a hot ride tonight. Into turn number 3, John Parker trying to forge his way through the 42 car, not giving it up for the taking. And they roll door to door off at turn number 4. Tom Earl in the clutches of the 100 plus, the Cook still, as he tried at it. A shot in the shorts into 1 and 2. The bump and run, it does not work. Try to give the bump and run, it doesn't work. It didn't pay dividends that time by as they roll through 3 this time. Up top where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon comes John Parker. Down the front straightaway they come, final trip around. It's starting to smell like $10,000 is in the air. $10,000 in the air tonight. And final time down the back straightaway to turn number 3. John Parker's going to go to the outside of the racetrack. Watch him final one. Here it comes, Boothill. He's going to hit the turbo. Oh! A drag race in the line. John Parker's still going to win it. What a race! Yeah, baby! Daniel Seals going to lead them off into 1. They go into 1 and 2. And Cowboy Richard Blanchard, former second place finisher in this event. Off of 2 down the back straightaway. He's got a big run into turn number 3. Here comes Cowboy. And nearly hooked the tail tank of the 129 that time for the race leads. They roll through 3 this time and off of turn number 4. Oh, trying to go 3 wide there. The caution flag comes out. Caution flag will come out on the speed plant. And we haven't seen much of Marcus since then. I promise you that if he was the hired gun, he could still get the job done. As we had a pretty exciting start to this one, as we'll see what Cowboy has. Sharp race car in memory of Willie Flores this weekend. 45, a Cowboy Blanchard on the loud pedal, on the wood. Will head him off into 1. Cowboy going to sell it off deep into 1 and 2 to the outside of the Boothill Speedway. 81 exit, Jason Ingalls around the hub. Ingalls around the hub, and 47 of Michael Downey will throw his hat in the ring in the Morton dewatering number 47. Here comes Downey in 47, and the 129 of Seals going to lead lap number 1 in 129. They're going to go door-to-door. Jason Ingalls to the inside of Cowboy Blanchard. Blanchard to that Wild Child chassis, Coshado Entire Cane River Financial. Number 45 in the turn number 3. The Coshado, Louisiana racer. As Ingalls washed up, look out, Jason Ingalls. Got a little sidestep there. Down the boulevard into 1. Uh-oh. And Cowboy Blanchard got a little cattywampus there on the... And Ingalls went way high, wide, and handsome, and Blanchard has a run. Boy, the racetrack is bad fast tonight. As they roll through 3 and off of turn number 4, this time here comes Hammett. Hot damn it, here comes Jeff Hammett. As a Cowboy in the clutches now with the 47 of Downey, they roll off the 2. Down the back boulevard into turn number 3. Everybody getting strung out right now, but about 3 car lengths out front of Jason Ingalls is the 129 of Seals. Seals leads at the flag stand as they go back off into 1. Cody Myers trying to work his way forward in the 55M. Myers to the outside of the 13 to Jeff Hammett. He'll try to take that spot, and he'll go up to the 6th spot into turn number 3. And it still Seals off of turn number 4 with 5 in and 5 laps to go with this one. Colfax, Louisiana's Joshua Martin out front with the race lead in car number 88M. Right now he leads off of 4, and the body's by 88. Oh, we got everyone coming around, holding on to it. The 100 of Lee Patton at Equipment. Patton holds on to the handle as they hustle back off into turn number 1 as they continue to tick them off here. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Bubba Jones has got something working right now in car number 21. Here comes Bubba Jones to the back of the number 88 Emma Martin. And he washed up and lost a little bit of time that time. So it continues to be Joshua Martin out front, minding his own business in this one right now. As he rolls down the front straightaway into 1. Martin last year at this event came out of him smelling like a rose, or we thought so anyway, but it ended up suffering a disqualification and hurt him. Pretty well hurt him and the run that he had going here. But I tell you what, 2 laps to get the job done right now, and Bubba Jones has got something cooking up top. Bubba Jones has got something working. Bubba Jones here in the waning stages, won his first race here, and week number 5 of Putty Events, Putty Weekly Racing Series action. This is about a month ago. And here comes Bubba Jones with the white flag out. Bubba Jones has got something rolling in car number 21. Thought they may have to put another gun behind a little of that hot rod this weekend. That outlaw chassis. Here comes Bubba. Here he comes. He's got it. He's got something. Here comes, oh, the white flag, and Josh Martin just broke. Josh Martin just broke on the final lap. Heartbreak Hotel for Josh Martin. And he'll cross the victory lane of the outlaw chassis. Jet base performance number 21 from Provincetown. Bubba Jones, the victory lane. So it on the pole position in this one out of Jacksonville, Texas. We call him Pork Chop Kenneth Chamberlain out of Jacksonville, Texas. What's up, Bubba McEachern? Where are you going? Where are you going? So the 4J of Randy Willett only. Oh! Contact on the start with Ricky Burke Jr., the 3-time Louisiana State champion. Rolling off into 1, Randy Wheeler in the 4J. As they roll off for 2 down the back straightaway, Dylan Adams this weekend won the raffle for that 36J car to be the hired gun, and he sits 4th at 36J. Trying to hold on to it. They roll off a 4 down the boulevard into 1. Side by side for second, Ricky Buck Jr., the hired gun for Colt 45 and the Rasco family this weekend. And that Walker Spring and Brake Architects Mechanical Colt 45 and that bootlegger race car. Off a 2 down the back stretch. Pork Chop finished 4th here in the first running of this event. And heading off a 2 down the back stretch. Cortland Smith at Annapolis, Louisiana, or Alexandria, Louisiana, your leader right now, coming off of turn 4, the 3 wide, or trying to make it 3 wide off of 4 for the second spot as they hustle back off into turn number 1. Smith with the race lead off of turn number 2, setting sights down the back straightaway. Smith trying to march away from the competition in this one. Your 9th heat race of round number 2, the 3 wide all the way at the tail. Cortland Smith being ran down here into the waning stages of this heat race with 2 laps to go this next time by underneath the ABC Auto Parts flag stand. Cortland Smith trying to hold on for 2 more trips, make his father Doherty smile on this one. They'll go back off into turns 1 and 2. Colin Hodges throwing his hat into the ring and becoming a factor here, the Lufkin, Texas racer. They head off of 2, setting sights into turn number 3. The white flag will be coming out this time. The white silk coming out by flagman Keith Parker as they're working down to the final quarter-mile trip here in heat number 9 of round 2. A lot of heavy racing here tonight at the Boothill Speedway. Some of the best racing we've seen here in quite some time. As they come off of 2 down the back straightaway for the final time, Hodges very well have something to pull out of the hat here. He'll drive it deep off into the corner. Hey, he's got a run. Here comes Colin Hodges. Boy, he executed it flawlessly. But the 7S of Cortland Smith got to hold him off by almost an entire car length. But the 28 got it up to the track last September. Outside of him, it'll be Corey Stewart out of Gleedwater to the 112. Inside of 2, A-Dub. Alex Williams in the 6 out of Kilgore. Jeremy Laxon, he's out of Hazlitt, Texas Ponce, the Outlaw Chassis number 1. Winnigan, Chris Hittigan from Marshall in the C16 for Tommy Mercer. Harleton, Texas racer in the 9J of Nathan DeLoe. Daryl Edwards out of Gina. And the 1, Justin Whitehead from Hooks in the number 92 car. David Leger Jr. out of Plantersville, Texas. Oh, it got a little hairy there off the exit of 2. I got to go back outside. I can't see shit. Nuts. I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm frustrated. That don't really seem like he's in form tonight, or well, it makes a whole difference that I can't sit in the booth and call the races. You can't see anything. And I come outside and I can't hear myself think, and everybody wants to talk. So that is what it is. It is frustrating. I come here to announce the races. is the fast one, Phil Dixon. The mighty Mike Wills out of Texarkana, car number 38. So we'll double them up and go once again 10 laps in distance, not necessarily where you finish, or maybe how many cars you pass to get to where you finish. Keith Parker ready to throw the green flag, and Brian Mewburn in this one in 36. We're underway off for 4. So we'll see what happens. Is Meklicek going to go neck and neck here in the 1 and 2 on the start? 3 wide for 4th, down the back straightaway off the exit of 2. Into turn number 3. JT Turner going to send it up top in the 35S. He got a big run to the back bumper to the number 38 of Wells. Door for the race lead off of 4. Door for the race lead in the 1 and 2. Meklicek's going to work the hub and he'll work it well. Jacob Wilburn holds on to the race lead, gets the nose up the head, down the back straightaway into 3. Ben Meklicek has come a long way in a short period of time. He won a pretty exciting race earlier this season down at South Texas Speedway at Stephen Whitaker's speed plant. And here comes Tommy Williams Jr. going to throw his hat into the ring here in the 150. Here comes Tommy Williams in the 151. He's got it big and up top. Hello, and to the outside of the 13M of Ben Meklicek will roll to the outside of the 151. Oh, and Jacob Hoover just got sidestepped in the middle of the corner, and Mike Wells did throw your grandma's court over the top 4 right now as they roll into turn number 3. It's heading up at Boothill tonight. You got a dog fight in this one, and Tommy Williams going to go 3 wide for the race lead. Holy smokes. You got a Donnybrook brewing in this one. It's a pretty good one here tonight. Meklicek going to go back to the outside of the Boothill Speedway. Holy smokes, where did he come from? Dan Meklicek now going to try to get back down on the low side of the racetrack. Brian Mewburn from Texarkana throws his hat in the ring now in 36. Mewburn will throw his hat in the ring with 5 in and 5 laps to go. This is a hell of a war. And heat number 11. Heat number 11 is a Donnybrook. We're going to roll them and stroll them back into 1 and off for 2. Tim Higgins, you are a madman, Your Honor. They roll back into turn number 3, off of 4, this time by to the flag stand. It's heating up at Boothill. How bad do you want it? Oh, good, show me what you got Friday night. How about Mike Wells to the race lead? Oh, my goodness, and Tommy Williams lost the handle. How did he do that? Here comes flying Brian. Brian Mewburn to the outside trying to grab the lead. They'll make contact to 4. Contact for the race lead off the exit of 4. They about wrecked 1,000 times off into 3 and 4. They'll head off into 1. It's a how bad do you want it? Show me what you got Friday night special. And here comes flying Uncle Brian Mewburn. The father of Connor and Kobe will roll to the outside. He'll check the throttle and drive underneath for the race lead. Won't be able to get the job done. They have to stop all the hollering I'm doing. This is a hell of a race. I don't care who you are. And here comes Brian Mewburn for the race lead. Oh, loud traffic. Oh, my goodness gracious. That almost got nasty. Oh. And Jacob Wilburn. Look at Brian Mewburn. They're going 3 wide for the race lead. This has to be the best heat race so far tonight. The white flag is out. The best race of the night. Oh, and Mewburn got taken out of the 151. No, I'm sorry, not 151, Mike Wells. Oh, my. That was wild. And the checkered and yellow will come out, and Jay will somehow, some way hold on and get that win. All right. I think I just hollered on this microphone more than I have in the last 7. But Brian Mewburn had something rolling on the outside and unfortunately got a little bit of a shot in the shorts, and around he went. So heat race number 12 of round number 2 is underway. So the 15 of Aaron Allen going to lead right now over Walnut Ridge, Arkansas racer Tony Anglin. Anglin will lead down, or hold on to second into turn number 3. And here comes the Marshall missile. Derek Grigsby in the 12 car in that laser chassis for Mike Nelson tonight. Had to have gotten and turned up the wick on that car because the first round did not quite go to expectation or how he'd have liked. So Grigsby will mash the throttle to the firewall and try to roll in the top 2 to him, and he will. Here comes the missile from Marshall. Grigsby bringing the top two to him as Anglin going to throw a slight job in the turns 3 and 4. How do you like me now? A slight job on Aaron Allen goes Anglin. As Tony's Anglin. And the 12 in of the Marshall missile, Derek Grigsby. So Derek Grigsby, the former Houston Astros pitcher, up to third, former 29th overall pick in the MLB draft. Derek Grigsby in the Pro 1 transmission, Mike Nelson Motorsports number 12 in, laser chassis, is working the wheel and working it well to the back on the number 15 of Aaron Allen. Derek Grigsby won this race for $7,000 back in 2017. Swept that night, took $8,000 back to Marshall, Texas for his efforts as he won the limited modified portion of that event for $1,000 to add on to the 7 that he took for the factory stock main event victory. So we hustle back off into turns 1 and 2. The 15-star of Aaron Allen trying to fend off the charge from the Marshall Texan, Derek Grigsby. Grigsby fresh off his 5th Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship here last September. As they work off of turn number 4, it's Tony Anglin out front with the lead. Another Bruin check. Tony Anglin. Tyler Morgan starts inside of row number 3 in the Hunter's Body Shop number 24. Tiffany Welch, a little bit of a shot there in the skirt on the like the start. She got a shot in the skirt there on the start of turn number 4. As the 5 of Paul Lopez will line up to her outside. Princeton, Louisiana versus Shreveport on row number 1. As we want a clean start, neck and neck coming to the line. Flagman Keith Parker looks them over. He likes what he sees. He'll throw the green flag and get this one underway. And heat number 13 on round number 2. Working down to it. So we'll get this one back underway with Paul Lopez up Princeton, Louisiana, your race leader in 5. Tiffany Welch, Taylor Carver, and Neil Kemp and away. Hustling. Oh, Tiffany Welch got into Neil Kemp. Welch may have made a little bit of slight kiss of contact with Neil Kemp. He'll try to fight his way down the straightaway on the outside of the number club 20. Kemp goes to 3rd. Carver's the 2nd. As it's still Lopez all the time out front in the 5 car. Mackenzie Vandiver trying to work her way in. How about both of the ladies here this weekend, both in this race? We're about to find out who's got the baddest. Look out, Mackenzie nearly got hooked into the back straightaway wall by Tyler Morgan. Morgan just drove off in there deep, and ew, man, that was close, and much respect to him as he elected not to drive off in there and take out the 20 car. It looked close. So he'll play respect and hit the brakes and show some respect there to the 20V of Mackenzie Vandiver. So right now it's the trio of gentlemen out front with the lead, followed by the pair of ladies in the 58 and the 20V, Welch and Vandiver. Mackenzie Vandiver hunting down the smoking number 58 of Tiffany Welch. Welch showing heavy smoke here. But she's early on a rail. She's rolling pretty good, but I think she may have either a tire going down or it's that undetectable tire dope she's selling. That's just a joke, Austin. Hopefully she'll find it to be funny. Here's what's not funny. Is Taylor Carver has got the 20 car flank goes inside, and he's like, man, this ain't the kind of business I wanted. As here comes Kemp. They're trying to go 3 different lanes wide. You know that the 40 car thought of it. We'll see if he continues to think of it or if he'll think better of it, because Club 20 is right there knocking on the door. Boy, it is, man, this racetrack is really good right now. I wish I was able to get inside the booth and call it in there, because I cannot hear myself think up here. We're going to get everything sorted out for tomorrow. I don't feel like I've been comfortable calling a race all night. Off of turn number 4, Neil Kemp trying to live up to his moniker once again. He tried to do it earlier as Still Neil. Still Neil trying to pull one out of the pocket of the 5 of Lopez. He just put the truck lid up just a tad bit on the 5 car. They're rolling into number 3 this time to the white flag for the final quarter-mile trip around the Boothill Speedway. They hustle into 1. Oh, yeah. Neil Kemp's about to do what Neil Kemp does. I dropped the Sprite almost on the old broadcast here. Into 3. Carver got to sell it off in deep, but he'll come up a couple of spots short and drag her to the line. The 5 of Lopez will hold off Kemp as well, and he'll take the victory in 5. Belmont A feature is underway, and Jeffrey Bichet right now has the lead out front in the number 4 car as he rides out of Sarepta, Louisiana tonight, trying to ride back to his hometown with a few more extra bones in his back pocket for his effort and a smile on his face. Jeffrey Bichet out of Sarepta going to take us back to the green flag. Gene Borders rolled his way to 3rd. As Mike Washburn sits 2nd, we're backing away. And Doug Vick Jr., last weekend's winner at the Dirt on the Rev. After he made some significant contact over there in Monroe with the 27 of Washburn, ended Washburn's night early, had a lot of work to do this week. Matter of fact, last time I believe Washburn was here, he ripped the whole right side of that race car and the body off of it. But Gene Border has got the wheel in his hands and working it. Mentioned Dirt on the Rev. Gene had a heartbreak there on night number 1. Led every single lap except for the final one that mattered the most. So we're working on a pretty good race here from 2nd on back to 4th. Washburn's still to 4th in car number 27. Borders on the wheel tonight in car number 8 on the Motor Architects. As Borders trying to work back the wheel on the 4 of Vic Jr. Bechet's working the bottom of the racetrack. Now we went to victory lane here about a month ago in the Kensington Air number 4 car. Vic Jr.'s got something selling up top. About to have a pair of 4 cars. Maybe duking it out for the lead. And the interesting thing is they're all running 3 different distinct lines on the racetrack right now. It still continues to be Jeffrey Bechet right around trying to grab as much of that brown dirt around the bottom side of the racetrack. You couldn't ask for a better track than you have here right now. I mean, honestly, it's badass here at the Hill tonight. Doug Vick Jr. is getting in quicker right now. He has got it working. The all-time winningest Pro Mod driver in the Arclotex is up on the wheel. And lap traffic about to possibly impede the progress of the 4. It will not. If anything, it's going to hurt the 4, but he diamonds off the exit of 4. Vic Jr. in hot pursuit. We got a good one brewing here at the Boothill Speedway tonight. Gene Border in hot pursuit of those guys. He's hoping they'll get the hard racing. And he can go by and snatch one here. Vic Jr. chipping away at it. Chipping in closer. Yards, feet, certainly. Inches, definitely. Off of turn number 4. He comes down the front straightaway. You got a good one brewing. Tick-tock, the race clock goes here. As the 4 Vic Jr. is trying to put pressure. Trying to apply the pressure. Here to the outside of the racetrack. Off of turn number 4. Here comes Vic Jr. with a power move to the outside of Jeffrey Bechet. Wow. And lap traffic about to be the progress of him with Brad timing up in front. They're going to go 3 wide, maybe around lap traffic. Hold the phone. Bechet and 4 going to split him to the outside and in and outs of him. This is the best Pro Mod race we've had all year at Boot Hill, and you got a war tonight. Bechet and Vivian's Doug Vick Jr. This has to give the old blood flowing for Vic Jr., a veteran in this sport. Still a young guy, if you will. I believe Doug's my age, 30, 31 years old, but Doug Vick Jr. has always been a hell of a race car driver, and he deserves to be racing for 10,000 at the factory this weekend. And he has shown us that he has still been one of the best to ever do it with these asphalt pull-off slick tires. That was as impressive of a run I've seen Doug have here. Looks like he just lost a little bit there. We'll have 5 more trips around. I think Vic may have a flat. Still holding on to it. No, he doesn't. Sounded phony. Looked phony. So he roll off a 4. Vic is digging, son. Jeffrey Bechet has always got a fast hot rod, especially this. I'd say that this kind of track surface kind of favors him. But after what the 4 car did at Durham Red last weekend in Monroe, Vic Jr. is got himself a really nice piece here, working down in the middle half of this 2020 campaign. As he will now look for the back bumper of the number 2 at Jeff Rice, and it's supposed to him to throw him down a circuit. As Vic Jr. running scared. There's no idea how far out front he is. They'll slide him in front of the nose of the 2 at Jeff Rice on lap traffic. 2 laps to go this time by from Flywin Keith Parker. Bechet getting a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Vic Jr. trying to hold on for 1 more quarter-mile trip the next time he meets the ABC Auto Parts flag stand. So the white flag this time comes Doug Vick. Lap traffic, look out, lap traffic. And on the back straightaway, Bechet's right there within the mix. Final time in the turns 3 and 4. Vic Jr. gonna drag race to the line. And a dominant run tonight around the outside. Doug Vick Jr. to victory lane in the 4. That was an impressive run around the outside tonight. That was a pretty outstanding run here for the driver of the 4. He'll go back-to-back after his win in Monroe. Give him a hand, Boothill Speedway. Doug Vick Jr. car 4V. Oh, here for me. I have mic problems. I don't know what you did to this car last week between Monroe and here. I'm not sure even these racing services are too comparable, but tell me, man, Shay had almost a whole man. Come over here a little bit further. But Shay had almost a whole straightaway, man. You put it up top and let this big dog eat, man. That had to have been an absolute thrill from where you were sitting, man. It's got to get the adrenaline pumping when you run down like that and then distance him by half a track.
Oh, yeah, it's not often you get to run these like that. And after last week, the frame was destroyed. Big Show got it back pretty good.
Yeah, what all was damaged on it? We saw the whole front end was kind of caved in. What all did you have to fix on it?
It knocked the whole driver's side back over an inch.
So, you mean Big Show put it back together pretty good then, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like I said, man, that just just feels good to be able to just throw it up top and let it eat like that, doesn't it?
Oh, it don't get any better than that.
Yeah, absolutely. A guy that's been racing. How bad do you want to be running a factory stock this weekend? I think I even had somebody ask, "Why is Doug Vick not in a factory stock?" I know I bring that up time and time again to you, but I mean, you've won the Cajun. I mean, you're good on these tires. I mean, you're one of the best to ever do it on these asphalt pull-off tires. Maybe you don't have a factory stock, but you put on a hell of a show tonight.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You're about the great folks who help you out, Doug.
I got to thank Dad, Big Show, Bob, and Ronnie. If it wasn't for all of them, we wouldn't be here.
To answer the question, you ever going to do factory stock racing again?
Yeah, we almost had it ready for today.
Come on, Doug. You're supposed to have it ready for 10,000.
Big Show's dad's having some health trouble, and he couldn't stay and help me all day.
I understand that, man. You're a class act as always. Congratulations on the win last week and backing it up here tonight. You'll try for 3 in a row next time. I'm sure wherever you check in to do battle.
We'll be trying.
Give it up for him, folks, from Vivian. Doug Vick Jr. scores the victory tonight. He stands in ABC Auto Parts victory lane. The 4-cylinder main event is underway at Boothill. Toby Davis won the King of the Hill here a year ago, his first ever feature race victory. And tonight, the youngster, 12 years old, will try to throw another one into the history books as a winner. He won at Arklatex earlier this year. We're underway at Alpha Turn number 4. We're underway. Oh boy, they saved it somehow, some way. Won at Dirt on the Rev on July the 11th. And a great one over Danny Bryant. Right now, Danny Bryant's in second. We're about to find out. We'll see if these two do it again. They've been the class of this field as of late. Don't count out Big John Tuggle either. 2 laps to go in your 4-cylinder main event. Only 2 more to go. Can Danny Bryant pull one away and steal it from the 0 of McKeegan Hill 8? White flag is out. Final time down the back straightaway off the exit of turn number 2 and into 3. He stole one from the 88 a couple of weeks ago at the Daytona Ribbon Monroe Revolution Raceway Park. To the checkered flag for the final time. Stephen McKeegan will get his 5th win of the 2020 season here tonight at Boot Hill. I believe his 5th win of the 2020 season tonight. Won in Monroe a couple of weeks ago. The driver of the Marcellus Motorsports JRP Racing Products number 0. How about a minute Stephen McKeegan? On this side for the race on Texas Speed Pass. Steve, man, this thing was good, and it seems like the last several weeks it's between you and Danny Bryant. I mean, you guys have some.
Was he close to me?
He's pretty good, about 2 car lengths there, but I think he threw everything he had at it. But you were just a little too smooth tonight there, Steve.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you were. I don't know why. Any credit? Where's the fan club at? I'll give him some credit tonight. Hey, I still gotta make you happy. You know, you hear the folks who were cheering you on in 1997 are cheering you on in 2020.
Yeah, it's been a long road to get here.
What year did you start? What year did you actually start racing?
I was 16. I'm 61, so.
At Boothill Speedway, maybe, or what?
I used the old Minden track.
Yeah. On Old Freeport Road.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what year, though. Man, this thing is cutting out. It's about to drive me crazy. What year was it, though? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
No. There's some good racing at that old racetrack. Some great racing all over. We have some of the best racing around. You're part of the great history we have. I want to hear about all the great folks who help you out in this race car, Steve.
It's Danny Bryant.
Man, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Trent, Blake Marsalis, Rick Jeff Lewis, all the guys, all my nephew, my wife right there. Wasn't for her, I wouldn't be out here.
Congratulations on another win tonight, Steve.
Thank you.
Steve McKeegan scores the win. Y'all give him a round of applause. But in a caution field, lucky draw, main event in the final race of the night. I'm sure you can tell I'm just about well spent here. I'll be ready to go again tomorrow. But I need some sleep. Two heavyweights up front of Josh Greenwood here in the waning stages of this lucky draw feature event here at Boothill. I know it's been a little quiet because I'm, again, for what it's worth, I'm pretty tired. And here comes hitting into the inside for the race lead. No, around went Turner, and that will end the race. If we, he's going to try to keep going. Yeah, he gets going. We'll stay under the green flag. Send him to promoter school. We'll sign JT Turner on up. As Hennigan is trying to get to the back of the 92 and dispose of him, but can't quite get there. Now Greenwald's got something cooking up top. Again, much credit goes out to Tim Higgins for the racetrack that he's prepared tonight. There's been some fantastic racing around this bull ring all night. 2 more trips around for the 2-time reigning King of the Hill, Justin Whitehead. As Jeff Hammett's driven his way up side of the top 4 behind that trio, 1, 2, 3 right now. As the white flag will be coming off this time by for the Hooks Texas racer Justin Whitehead. Chris Hennigan will try to pull a rabbit out of the hat here late and throw a Prairie Mary. He'll drive it down to the bottom of the racetrack here to 1 and 2. These guys have finished 1 and 2 and these big paying events. But this one just for who? So off of 4 to the checkers. Justin Whitehead will win your lucky draw. Main event here tonight at Boot Hill. Hennigan will grab 2nd. Greenwald will be 3rd. So, folks, we're going to go ahead and call that a WARP. I'm going to tell Austin hit the red button and call this live feed over with. As nothing more here. As I'll get a word with Justin off in his pit area tomorrow before the races.